Christmas to the whole planet. Everybody, Lithuania, everywhere in Africa, the whole thing, right down the clapper.
So today we are ranking the top Santas in movies.
Oh, oh, oh. Belly full of jelly and all. Of course, mine's filled with pizza.
No more jingle bells.
It was December 24th on Hollis Ave at the dark when I seen a man chilling with his dog at the park. Rice and stuffing, macaroni and cheese, and Santa put gifts under Christmas trees.
Oh, don't pay attention to Leon. He's never been anywhere. He doesn't have any feet.
You are a very beautiful young lady.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
So welcome back to the Twerk Ethic Show.
Yes!
Nice. Nice. You must be a drummer.
I got rhythms.
You got rhythms. I got a song for you
Oh,
because
is it festive?
for you true fans out there, Cooley has been gone for 3+ weeks.
Yeah,
We'll
it
talk.
It was the day, or it was the week after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We'll talk about
Oh, wow.
why towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
But we kind of made it work because we filmed a few ahead of time. So you might not have felt that he was gone for 3 weeks, but
Right.
I sure did.
Mm.
And today
I definitely felt it.
we are back
Yes.
in the saddle.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
That dude can play guitar.
Yup.
And
And that dude can sing.
that dude can sing.
Mm.
I would say when you put the most impressive side by side, it's the singing.
Yeah.
Because
True.
Steven Tyler.
Ain't nobody like him.
If you say, draw me the lead singer of a rock band,
Yeah.
I think I would draw him.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, he's just,
No doubt.
he is that image
Yep. Absolutely.
to me.
Yep.
But today, if everything goes right and I post this on time, it should be Christmas Day.
Look
Right?
at the snowfall. Oh, that's probably more like rain.
Or dust from the ceiling fan.
Oh, yeah. Or get my head and shoulders
Head
out
and
of
shoulders, yeah. But,
Dang it.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
As you saw last week, if you listened to the replay, we did, I don't know if you saw that yet. I did like a Spotify wrapped kind of thing, but for our YouTube.
Oh. I did.
You probably haven't seen this.
No, I
yet.
haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
Because I think it airs tonight, technically.
Oh. That's
Um,
why I haven't seen it.
The night we're filming.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, this year we have grown 4 times what we grew last year, which was like,
That's ridiculous.
what
bro.
is going on, man?
When you put it like that, that's just ridiculous.
I know that I kind of had to put it that way
Yeah.
because, when you just look at the numbers, you're like, okay, nice. We're
Right.
growing.
Sure.
But then when you look at the numbers, it's like we grew 4 times as
Uh-huh.
fast as last year.
Math is hard.
So I think this year we're going to grow 64 times.
Whoa.
As fast.
All right. I'll take those numbers.
Might be a little dangerous.
Maybe.
But so we had a great year.
Hopefully not physically.
We hope that you had a great year out there.
Yeah.
And Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And Happy New Year.
Yep.
And
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Dun, dun. What's the bells will be ringing.
Something about
Merry
bells.
Christmas to, I don't know. You can just make it up.
Yeah.
Like,
To all you. I don't know.
it's like Ernest. And
Oh,
Ernest
yeah.
says Christmas. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
All right. So today, let's get this thing going.
All right. Oh.
Today's Rushmore is run out of breath. Santa Claus, baby. But specifically,
Coming to town.
Santa Claus in movies. Because if I had to rank Santa Clauses, I think I would rank the Santa Claus
Sure.
as number 1.
Thanks, Coca-Cola.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
They created his likeness, by the way.
I know. It's
Which is-
absolutely insane.
Yeah. Ridiculous,
It's
bro.
insane. There's a lot of things like that where like, I mean, Christmas kind of in general, for my light research,
Yeah.
Yuletide, which was like the time of Christmas,
Yeah.
was like Christmas Day to New Year's. So like that week,
Yeah.
that was like the Christmas season.
Got it.
Nah, shopping made that way different.
Yeah.
I saw some
Little
people.
bit.
I saw some people putting up Christmas decorations in the month of October, which I don't know that Santa would be happy about that.
No. He's like, man, I ain't coming to your house for 2 months.
So today we're gonna go 4 to 1. Obviously, we talked about this. There aren't that many, so we're not
there's
gonna have a ton of honorables.
I could think of like 6 or 7
yeah.
total.
So when you think of your top Santa, though, like what matters to you? To me, I think it's like this. When I see this Santa in a movie, I go, dang, that feels real.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
feels like the Santa that I picture.
It's the number one thing on my list for sure.
Okay.
The realism,
Yeah.
especially growing up, being a kid, is just like, oh, that's the real guy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, cool. Well, Cooley, you're going to go first. You'll do
Okay.
4. I'll do 4. Then we'll do 3,
on
2.
my list here.
Our very small honorables.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I only have 2 honorables. Maybe I'll think of one by the time we get there.
Yeah.
And then we'll do number 1. And then
That's all I have.
I want to talk about Why You Were Gone, because it's a big deal. And we have not actually talked about it on the show.
No.
So
Nope.
you're going to love that. Stick
Been
around.
a secret. It's Secret Santa. That's what that is.
Cooley turned into a white elephant. That's what happened.
That's right. Yeah.
All right.
Yuletide Yule.
Oh, that's way too close to Roll Tide. All right.
Well, you brought up white elephant, so I was
No,
like,
I know.
well,
I know.
There we go.
I got you. All right. Number 4, Cooley.
Yeah.
What is your number 4 movie, Santa?
You had just mentioned this movie, and it's the actor named Douglas Seale,
Totally.
and it's Santa from Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Santa Claus got busted?
Which is this? It is an extremely good Christmas movie.
It is. It's super cheesy, but if you're an Ernest fan, Ernest was cheesy, and that was it. It's just like it wasn't like a huge, budgetary movie
No.
that he ever did. It's just like it was kind of run of the mill. It was kind of like, I think that was in theaters though, but it almost was like a made for TV movie. It's got the feel.
Yeah,
anyway.
it feels that way.
But it was in theaters though. But
Let me ask
I
you.
love it though.
Ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is your deepest fear in life? Okay. Let me ask you this question for
Snakes.
real. For real. What do you think makes a movie stick in terms of like Home Alone,
Yeah.
Elf,
Mhm.
for us, Ernest?
Yeah.
But like, what makes a movie? Like for my wife, it's The Holiday,
Yeah.
and for a lot of girls, it's The Holiday.
Sure.
What do you think makes a Christmas movie stick every year? Because Christmas movies come out all the time,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to figure out like what makes you go, dude, I got to watch this every year.
Yeah. It's the feel good nature of a good Christmas movie, I think. Some movies are especially like today's movies are just they have like you have to have that political side to it. It might be subliminal, but then again, you're just like, nope, that's not subliminal.
You
That's
just want
pretty political.
straightforward Christmas.
Yeah.
Which reminds
Just give
me,
me just take me to another place. I don't want to be in reality right now.
yeah,
Take me out of reality, just for an hour and a half, maybe even 2.
that's a good point. It's
Just take me
it's
there.
like a true escape.
Yeah,
of like what Christmas is, which I'm laughing because our friend, I think his handle on Instagram is Chris Kicks, like KY, whatever.
KY, yeah.
But not that KY.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible place to stop. Sorry, Chris.
We did stop right after.
We did.
Anyway, I actually saw him at the Cigar Lounge. We talked for a while, but
nice.
he just posted something to remind me of this. It was when Stanley was whining. He was like, I've went through a Moroccan Christmas, a Morocco Christmas. And he starts going, he's like, just give me plain old baby Jesus Christmas, you know?
Right.
I think that's the point you're making.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, dude, all these movies that stick,
yeah.
it's just like, you know, you're escaping reality. It's not realistic.
Yeah.
But that's the point.
Right. Just because everybody wants to be like they were a kid again at Christmas.
Yeah.
Because that's the best time
Yeah.
to be a kid is at Christmas.
I totally agree. It's like you never can let go of that feel.
Yeah, for sure. And you always kind of want to go back to it, you know, and then after Christmas is over, you're just kind of like, did I go back there?
Yeah.
I'll always like think that way. I don't know if you're like this or not, but it's just like, man, did I get all the way there? But but I think this year, just like I've watched more Christmas movies than I have in a long time.
Yeah.
And like going, you know, being on the road for like these past 3 weeks, the Office Christmases are one of the best.
They're great. They're great.
So good. So, and that's where I got
We should
lost in
rank,
that.
I think you've told me to do this before, but we should rank top TV Christmas episodes.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like
There's plenty of them out there.
Parks and Rec, that kind of thing.
Yep, for sure.
Seinfeld. Okay. My number 4.
Yes, sir.
This one's random,
Okay.
but it comes from my fascination and love for the actor.
Okay.
My number 4 is from a movie called Fred Claus,
Oh, nice.
and it's Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
You've caused Christmas for the whole planet. Everybody. Lithuania. Everywhere in Africa. The whole thing. Right down the crapper.
That dude
That's
is,
hilarious.
Paul Giamatti is good in everything.
Yeah, he is.
Like, John Adams was one of the best series I ever watched.
He's such a good actor.
He is so good. I just started this series called Billions,
Yeah.
and he's in there. He's like a high-powered lawyer or whatever. I think I picked up
Yeah,
me
you,
saying Siri.
Yeah, he did.
Anyway, Paul Giamatti, he was pretty realistic.
Yeah.
He was just, I don't know.
Yep. I like that.
I liked it.
Well, I like Paul Giamatti anyway because, like you said, everything he's been in, he's
a level.
He's top notch.
He's
bro.
a level 10 actor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's one of those, like, if you did like an A/B comparison of actors, you would go, yeah, Paul's better. You know,
Yeah.
every time. You
Yep.
just feel like, and I think
And he's underrated.
yes, he is. He's super. He's not talked about very much.
Nope.
And Fred Claus, I don't even really care for this movie. It's not a movie I have to watch all the time.
Yeah.
I don't even remember if I liked it. But I
gotcha.
do remember the first time I watched it, I was like, whoa.
Oh, okay.
They got Paul Giamatti to be Santa?
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is
Nice.
good. So that's
All right.
that's my number 4.
Sweet.
Your number 3.
That is obscure, but I love it. Mine are, well, not all of them, but
They don't
my
have to
top
be
one
so
is-
obscure. They
Right.
don't have to be.
my top one is pretty obscure.
Okay.
Number 3, going more mainstream now.
Okay.
Ed Asner
Ed Asner.
in Elf.
I need an elf's help.
I'm not an elf, Santa.
You're more of an elf than anyone I ever met.
Great one.
Really, really, really good.
Fantastic one.
He even had obviously the look, but like just how you think Santa would talk. That's how I think he talks.
Yeah.
Is that Asner right there, bro?
And maybe some of the, not just the way he talked, but even some of the things he said.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
his sort of wisdom.
Yeah.
You expect Santa to be like kind of grandpa like,
Uh-huh.
you know, like share some hard earned wisdom and like,
Yeah.
you know, there's only one Ray's pizza. And
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Was he the one too that said don't eat the yellow snow, or is that someone else?
Don't eat gum off the street.
That's what it was.
in New York City. It's
Yeah.
not free candy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then something about Ray's pizza.
Yeah. And then he talked about the old days was like Claus-o-meter.
Yeah.
It's just like there was
Yep.
so much Christmas spirit and it's just dwindled down. And He's like, there's just not a lot this year.
So Elf is a great reason, like exactly what you
20
said.
years old this year, by the way.
Elf, people love Elf.
Yeah.
People do. And it's because of what you said. It's so outrageous
Yeah.
that it feels so good
Yeah.
that you're like,
And it takes place in New York City.
I would be at the end singing with them,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah,
for some
for sure.
Christmas spirit
Yep.
all day.
If you can get James Caan to do it, you can.
Mm,
It's doable.
it's a good one. And
Rest in peace to both of those gentlemen, actually. Gosh.
And not only a great movie, Santa, that is such a good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Just
Dude, NYC, bro.
that's where you got to do it.
Yeah.
That's where you got to do it.
One of these years,
Well,
I gotta go to New York City. for
tonight, off camera, our friend Brandon is coming over,
Christmas. Fiddler.
and we're doing our annual
I
watching
think
of
he's on the roof.
Home Alone 2. And that is all about New York. That's why it is. That's why number 2 is better than number 1 for me.
Link in the description.
Yes.
Go watch
Check
that
it
one
out.
because
Brandon loses his mind.
he does.
Like, you're like, oh, really? Yeah. Yes, really.
Yeah.
Like, he actually
It's evident.
has trouble breathing at some points.
Yeah.
But anyway, all
For
right.
sure.
My number 3.
Yep.
My number 3, I think you would like because you like Jurassic Park. My
do.
number 3 is Richard Attenborough
Yeah.
from the 1994 Miracle on 34th Street.
You are a very beautiful young lady.
Which I will admit, this is the first year I ever watched it. I have seen the old one many times.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And people will probably argue that guy should be the top. But there's something about him that seems so distant because it's an old movie.
Oh, really?
Like, no, what I mean is
I
like
haven't seen it.
that
So.
image of Santa, you know, is so old
Oh, okay.
that it feels distant for me. It doesn't feel,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. He was great, but to me,
Yeah.
dude, Richard Attenborough was like the most believable Santa.
All right.
I mean, just super. He looked like him. He was jolly,
Yeah.
you know, kind of naive in the best way,
Uh-huh.
you know, just
When did that come out?
1994.
He was rolling
I know.
because Jurassic Park was the year before.
I know.
Wow.
And that was John Hughes.
He was busy.
And I didn't really like that one. I think I liked the original one a lot better. The Miracle on 34th Street, which we were at the lounge and Chuck was giving Steve a hard time because Steve had never seen it.
Okay.
Sorry. This was so funny.
All right.
So Chuck tends to mix up names and stuff, right?
Nice.
And he looks at me.
It's
He
true.
goes, man, Steve has never seen Miracle on 42nd Street. I said, Chuck, no one has. And he goes, you've never seen Miracle on 42nd Street? I said, you haven't seen Miracle on 42nd Street. He's like, yes, I have. It's a great movie. I said, no, it's 34th Street. He's like, wait, what? I said, yeah, Macy's, the Thanksgiving Day Parade. He was like, oh. But I was like, man, no one's seen that movie. Oh, man. It was
That's
great.
awesome.
It was great.
Nobody's seen that one.
All right. Number 2, Nathan. What you got?
I know it. Oh. The Santa Claus with an E.
Tim
Mr.
Allen.
Tim Allen.
Great one.
Yeah.
Great one.
That's a good one, bro. He's so good in that. When I first saw that movie, I was like, because I knew him obviously from Home Improvement.
Yeah.
And but that's all I knew him from. And I'm just like, why is he playing Santa?
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, he's not that old
Yeah.
and doesn't have any gray hair. He's not big. But as the movie went along, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And he just turned into that role, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good. And the Charlie that played his little boy, I was like, oh my gosh. And that's a big thing too about Christmas movies. When kids are in it,
Oh, yeah.
done. especially when they're good actors,
Done.
like Charlie was.
Charlie, come on down from there. Charlie, get down from there.
Dad! You gotta see this! Sure there is. You said you believed in Santa, right?
I did? I do.
What about the reindeer? These are Santa's reindeer, aren't they?
That is such a good movie too.
Yeah.
I mean, the second one's really good too. I think.
The second one actually was the one Riley
Yeah.
liked.
Yeah.
And he was like, when he was drinking, the fake Santa was drinking hot cocoa. Woo! That is some good cocoa.
I think Santa's got a buzz.
Woo! Yeah. Dude, when he did that yell, bro.
But am I right that
It's hilarious.
three kind of went downhill?
Yeah, I mean, but it had funny parts
Okay.
because it had Martin Short. And
Yeah.
how can he not be funny?
Yeah.
You know, because that guy's hilarious anyway.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, the first two were great. The third one's okay. But, and I haven't seen like the series
Mm-hmm.
on Disney Plus. The
Oh,
new
I haven't
ones.
either.
So,
And that has Judge Reinhold in it.
Yeah.
From Fast Times. Yeah.
Yep. It does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Such a good one. And I agree with you. He's not on my Rushmore,
Mm.
but he almost was.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
hear you. Yep. So,
Okay. So my number 2,
let's hear it.
you've already said it.
Oh, yeah.
My number 2, Ed Asner.
Ah, nice.
Oh, don't pay attention to Leon. He's never been anywhere. He doesn't have any feet. Your father, he's on the naughty list.
All right.
I agree. That elf Santa
Yeah.
is about as close to Santa as Santa's can be.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And I loved Elf from I won't say a very young age, because I think when Elf came out, I was probably a senior in high school.
Okay.
So obviously my childhood wasn't Elf,
Yeah.
but literally from the time it came out, I think I was such a big fan of Will Ferrell. That helped a lot.
Yep.
And oh my gosh,
Definitely me too.
that
man.
movie was so quotable.
Yeah.
You know, and even the little tiny things were just so quotable, you know? And
Yep.
what's the thing where he's
sure.
like, is it Francisco?
Yeah.
Francisco.
Kept saying it over and
That's
over
fun
again.
to say, you know? And just all the little things that he said, I just thought it was so funny.
Uh-huh.
But Santa felt like Santa,
Yep.
you know?
Big time, man.
And
That was
that's
good.
another movie that's so unbelievably out there,
Yeah.
dream-wise.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes it special.
Yep. A lot of it took place, you know, because you brought up the Central Park Rangers.
The Central Park Rangers.
That's hilarious. Oh, my gosh.
And then they're like, 10 o'clock tomorrow, Santa's coming. Santa!
I know him. I know him.
Oh, gosh, what a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mailroom's a good scene, too.
so I guess now I'll give you my 2 honorables.
All right. Me too.
Tim Allen,
Okay.
obviously, from
Nice.
Santa Claus.
Yep.
And then Tom Hanks in The Polar Express.
Also one of mine.
Yeah.
And the other one was Richard Attenborough.
Okay.
He was in my honorables. And that's all I have.
Well, and if we don't mention your Santa, comment your Santa
Yeah,
down here.
exactly. In the clause. Put your Santa in the clause
Yeah.
down below
Exactly.
and make your case. And if we don't agree with it, we don't agree with it. But if we do, I mean, we probably will.
Probably.
So,
I mean, how serious is this? You know?
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on how seriously you take Christmas.
My favorite Santa is the centerpiece where Santa is kneeling at the manger for baby Jesus. That's my favorite Santa.
Cool,
He
dude.
knows what's up.
All right.
Ho, ho, ho.
Number 1,
The
Cooley.
real reason for Christmas. That was by Tom Hanks, by the way. Numero uno.
Go for it.
Very obscure, but I grew up with this one. Made for TV movie. ABC's Thursday night special, or whenever it came on. how they say, or the night they saved Christmas.
Oil explorers are about to topple Santa's village, so the big guy calls in some reinforcements.
When did we get to meet Santa?
They might not be Charlie's angels, but Jacqueline Smith's kids are just as good when it comes to manipulating men.
You're gonna ruin Christmas forever.
The Night They Saved Christmas, tomorrow night at 9, 8 Central on Fox Family Channel.
What is that one?
Santa Claus is Art Carney.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Art Carney, who was on The Honeymooners, this show back in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
He was Jackie Gleason's friend and neighbor.
Okay.
I think.
Dang, that's
maybe both.
That's a pretty Santa-looking Santa.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
And that one is like this family's living up in Alaska, and they're trying to find oil.
Mhm.
So they're dynamiting around the North Pole area. And there's like, listen, if you don't stop dynamiting, especially in this certain place, you're going to blow up North Pole City, and you're going to blow up Santa Claus. And as a kid watching that, you're just like,
Don't blow up Santa.
you better not do that. I swear. But when Art Carney came on the scene, who played Santa Claus, you see him the first time, and there's like a room. They're like eating dinner and having hot chocolate or whatever. And these elves everywhere singing Jingle Bells. And then you hear Santa come. He's like looking for his chief elf, whose name is Ed. And he's like, Ed. And Ed's like, oh, boys, stop singing. And he comes in and he goes, all right. You can sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Sleigh Ride, but no more Jingle Bells. He's just fed up with it. He's like, after 100 years,
Yeah.
you don't want to hear Jingle Bells anymore.
I'm going to tell you one more time. Sing anything you want. White Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but no more Jingle Bells.
It's amazing.
But that was like the first scene he pops on. I was just like, is he a mean Santa? But then the rest of it, his guard comes down and he's just like, then he's like the nicest guy ever. You're just like, it's Santa. And then, so he like you get believing in it in like overtime or whatever. And so, but I saw it when I was a kid. I was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
When it came out.
1984.
84.
Yeah.
So, but that movie always stuck with me, and it's like you can find it on YouTube, and they got the whole movie there. And
I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's so good, man.
I'm always down to like find a new Christmas movie, you know.
Mm-hmm. And it's got the 80s synth and saxophone in the background.
Oh, you know I love the 80s sax.
And the lead lady is Jacqueline Smith, who was the original Charlie's Angel.
Oh, nice.
Dang.
Okay. Time for my number one.
Let's hear it.
You've already said this one. My number one, Douglas Seale.
You're Mr. Twinkle in the Eye, Mr. Rosy Cheeks, Mr. Ho-Ho. I've got sugar plums dancing in my head as we speak.
You see, I took over the position of Santa Claus in 1889 from a German chap. I enjoyed every second of it. With the passing of time, the magic fades.
I've got some jumper cables in the back if you need recharging.
Ernest Saves Christmas. Don't even challenge me. God. He is my favorite Santa.
He's amazing.
He is so just perfect.
Yep.
Jolly, kind, compassionate.
And he wasn't a big dude either.
No.
That's the first skinny Santa I ever remember.
Yeah. He was just, and like, we talked about it earlier. This is, to me, yeah, it's silly, but it's like, it's a really good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And like, when he and the woman get together at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, dude. It's just, yeah. That movie, I watch it every year.
Yeah, me too.
And I didn't watch it that much growing up, but as an adult,
Yeah.
I've watched it a lot.
Oh yeah,
A lot.
Well, because you get all like the euphemisms and all that. Well, not euphemisms.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But you get all like the adult humor.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh wow, that's actually pretty clever.
Yeah. Probably my favorite part of that movie is when he's the snake charmer. Like he pulls Ernest tries to get into the studio lot.
Yeah.
And he pretends that he has snakes in the back of his trucks. Do you remember any of the quotes he say?
Oh yeah, he's trying to keep the security guard from looking underneath.
Oh yeah, because it's
just Santa back there, and there's no snakes.
And Santa's like poking at the.
He's got like a rattle.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, careful now. You get close to one of these and snap, you dead meat.
And he's you're right. He's so,
I lost my boy to one.
Yeah.
Rock of ages, play for me. Let me out. Well,
I think I love it because he commits.
Yeah, he
to
does.
that. You know, I lost my boy and takes his cowboy hat off or whatever.
Just keeps going, bro. It's so good.
Like, they'll bite you. You know, gosh, man. I love that movie.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep. And like that Santa Claus is just, he was so believable. He's like a sweet old man. And like, he's just always like super kind of the kids. And the kids just like, you know, they just kept smiling back at him because they knew who he was. You know? So he didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
It's like, what's Santa? You know?
Well, I think that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think we both had a good list.
Yeah.
And now I want to tell the people
a lot of repeaters
what you've been up to.
Oh, okay.
I guess I can set the scene a little bit and then ask you some questions because I ain't even, talk to you.
Inquiring mind want to know.
Yes. But number one, you are now the drummer for the band New Song.
I am.
Which they've been playing for what? 35, 40 years?
Yeah. They've been around since, I believe they formed in 1981.
Wow. And it's a big deal. This is a really big deal for you.
Yeah.
And you were on tour for their Christmas tour.
Yep.
And in January, February, and March, you're going to be doing the Winter Jam tour with Crowder and Lecrae.
Yep.
Lecrae is the one who did the song Coming In Hot.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Huge
first of all, congrats.
Thank you.
It's a really big deal. It's amazing. But how was it? I mean, how was the tour?
It was good, man. It was there was the only bad thing about it was everybody was sick, including yours truly. Just felt really bad. But as soon as that cold started to break, I was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
what was cool about it? I mean, you obviously had a tour bus.
Yeah. Tour bus, and which, by the way, there were 12 of us on there. So it was just a huge container of, cesspool, basically.
But you have your own bunk?
Of germs. Yeah, I had my own bunk. I didn't have to share with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, if you've been on a bus, or one of those anyway, it's just a very, very comfortable ride.
Yeah.
And on the old bus chassis, and it's got air shocks, I think it's what it's called anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just riding down on a big old comforter, basically.
It's awesome, man.
So I went, and then, as you can see, I'm wearing this Iowa Hawkeye hat. I'm not a fan of the Iowa Hawkeyes, but I was in Iowa and had a day off there and just had to get a souvenir from
Where
Iowa.
were some of the states you went to?
Well, for the first time, I went to Wisconsin, Illinois. I had never been there. Iowa, Nebraska.
Wow.
And I think that was it for as far as the new states go.
Yeah.
So, but the tour started out in Pennsylvania and did a couple in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And
come on and raise up.
And take your shirt off, twist around your head, spin it like a helicopter. And then one here in Georgia, just south of Atlanta.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, but yeah, it was a good time. A lot of traveling, and my body is still in shock a little bit. And
you've been back 24 hours.
Yeah,
and you're already recording. I love it.
Yep. So,
well, and then
do this for the people, man.
I want to say this too, in case you're wondering. I mean, Cooley's still doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
still here
for the Winter Jam. He'll be back, every week basically. To be able
it's
to
just
film.
a long weekend thing.
So it's super cool, super exciting.
Yeah. If you are not familiar with New Song, they wrote the song "The Christmas Shoes," which is the movie based off that song.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but the movie was like based off that song.
Yeah. So the old Rob Lowe's in it, right?
Rob Lowe.
Yeah. Because they showed the scene of where he bought the shoes for the kid.
That movie will break you.
Yeah. Dude, that scene, sitting on stage watching that, and then kind of peering out over the audience and just seeing people do this, and just like I saw an ugly cry one night, and I was like, wow. I was like, yep, she got.
Yeah.
And but it was, I mean, it's a sweet moment in that movie, and Rob Lowe, he kills it anyway. So he's so good.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the whole movie. I've just seen that scene.
I've seen it. I'll never watch it again.
No?
It was just so sad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just,
I know how it goes.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I don't watch it.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Yeah.
But
anyway. Great song. And it was really cool, and just played that song for the last time this year anyway.
Yeah.
So, but then Winter Jam's next, and going to be busy until April. But like you said, every Tuesday,
back here.
I'll be back.
Well, that's the end of this episode. And again, Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
Seriously, hope that you had a good year. And if you didn't, hope that next year is better.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
2024, baby.
That's crazy.
It's going to be good. Yeah, I know.
Wow. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah. 23 kind of flew by.
It did.
A little bit.
Which we needed that, because the years before that did not fly by.
No.
So
2020, sometimes it still kind of haunts me, and
yeah, it was not a good year.
Feels like it still sticks around.
It was not a good year.
No.
It was not a good year.
No.
But
we're overdone with that.
Let's end here. And again, Merry Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope y'all have a good one. Get some gifts, all that stuff. Bye, everybody.
It's the Twerk Ethic Show. It's the Twerk Ethic